What is love? It's one of the most used words in the human language, and one of the least understood. We say we fall into it, we chase it, we lose it, we fear it, we confuse it with desire, attachment, chemistry, obligation, sacrifice. And yet, every culture, every philosophy, every spiritual system keeps circling back to the same conclusion. Whatever love is fundamental. Let's explore love, not as sentiment, not as romance, but as field phenomenon. From the perspective of quantum physics, metaphysical science, and consciousness itself. The problem: why love feels so fractured. Most human suffering around love comes from one core misunderstanding. We treat love as something that happens to us, instead of something that moves through us. We ask, do they love me? Will I be loved? How do I get love? These questions assume love is scarce, transactional, conditional. But scarcity is not a property of love. It's a property of misalignment. A quantum starting point. In quantum physics, nothing exists in isolation. Particles are not solid objects, they are probability waves, fields of potential. Two particles, once entangled, remain correlated across vast distance, instantaneously. Not because they send signals, but because at a deeper level they're not separate. From this perspective, the universe is not made of things, it's made of relationships. And love, at its most fundamental level, is not an emotion. It is a recognition of non-separation. Love is coherence, not chemistry. We often mistake chemistry for love. Chemistry is real, but it's unstable. Chemistry is excitation, novelty, dopamine, sympathetic nervous system arousal. Love, however, is coherence. In physics, coherence occurs when waves move in harmony, reinforcing rather than canceling each other. In humans, love emerges when two nervous systems, two emotional fields, two identities enter a state of resonance. This is why real love feels calming, not chaotic, expansive, not consuming. The metaphysical view: love is a field. Metaphysical science has long described love as frequency, not metaphorically, but functionally. A frequency is a pattern of vibration that organizes matter, behavior, and perception. Fear contracts fields. Shame fragments them. Love integrates them. When love is present, the body relaxes. Perception widens. Time feels less urgent. Identity softens. That's not romance, that's field integration. Why we keep choosing the wrong love? Here's an uncomfortable truth. Most people don't fall in love with another person. They fall in love with a familiar frequency. Often one that matches childhood attachment patterns, unresolved wounds, nervous system conditioning. This is why intensity is mistaken for depth. Trauma bonds feel powerful because they activate old survival circuits. But activation is not love, it's memory. The magnet and the tuning fork. Imagine two tuning forks. If one begins to vibrate, the other, if tuned to the same frequency, will begin vibrating without being touched. This is resonance. Love works the same way. You don't attract love by chasing people. You attract love by stabilizing your frequency until what matches it can't help but respond. The quantum paradox of love. In quantum systems, the observer affects the observed. In love, the identity you inhabit affects the relationships you experience. If you see yourself as unworthy, you collapse into timelines where love feels conditional. If you see yourself as whole, you enter timelines where love is mutual. Love doesn't fix identity. Identity sets the boundary conditions for love. What love is not? Let's clear the field. Love is not self-abandonment, intensity without safety, being chosen at the cost of coherence. losing yourself to keep connection. Those are distortions of love filtered through fear. True love does not destabilize your nervous system, it regulates it. Love and time, a strange phenomenon. Have you noticed that real love feels timeless? Moments stretch, presence deepens, the future loses its grip. From a quantum perspective, this makes sense. Love brings consciousness out of predictive survival mode and into present moment coherence. You're no longer scanning for threat. You are here. Solution. Shift from attraction to alignment. The question is not, how do I find love? The question is, what frequency am I broadcasting? Alignment precedes attraction. When your body feels safe, your emotions are coherent, and your identity is self-honoring. Love appears as a byproduct, not a pursuit. A practical realignment. Ask yourself, when I imagine love, does my body tighten or soften? If it tightens, there's conditioning there. Instead of chasing love, practice becoming compatible with it. That means nervous system regulation, emotional honesty, identity integrity. Love is drawn to stability. Love as a creative force. In cosmology, complex structures form where conditions are balanced, not extreme. Stars form where gravity and pressure cooperate. Life emerges where conditions are hospitable. Love is the same. It is a creative force that emerges from balance, not chaos. The final metaphysical turn. Some traditions say that the universe is made of love. Others say consciousness. From a quantum metaphysical lens, these may be the same thing. Love is the force that allows separate parts to behave as whole without losing their uniqueness. Unity without erasure. That's love. In closing, a different question. So perhaps the better question is not, what is love, but what would my life look like if I treated love as a state of coherence rather than a reward? Because when love becomes your state, relationships stop being negotiations and start becoming resonant encounters.